Okay, so welcome to another session of Cooking with Hats. So tonight, I don't have the head camera because the battery's down, but I wanted to do this. I wanted to do a sous vide steak. And sous vide is cooking something to its perfect temperature, perfect cooked temperature, in a water bath that is at the perfect temperature meat. So say like for a rare steak, it would be 130 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm probably gonna somewhere go between 130 and 140 because I'm doing the poor man's sous vide, which is not that exact, but you could get like a sous vide supreme or something, and that would be exact. Or there's also little immersion things that you can put into 2 tubs of water or 2 pots of water that will keep the water circulating, and it will also keep the temperature constant within like a degree or something like that. Pretty good. So what I'm going to do tonight, now I'm going to start heating that water up like that, and I've got a nice piece of filet mignon here. Take that out. So I'm going to show you this piece of filet mignon. It's about 8 ounces. Kind of get a look at it. Yeah, smells like beef. Okay, and now I have a bag. This is just a regular freezer bag that you would buy in the store, like in Costco or something like that. And they work just great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the steak and I'm going to put it right into this bag here, just like that. Okay? And I'm going to take this stuff, put it back in the bag here, and throw it in the garbage. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash my hands. So I'm going to wash my hands because I touched that meaty stuff, that raw meat. Okay, and so that water is heating up. Now, you don't want the water to get too hot, right? So you just you put your finger in this. It's only kind of lukewarm now. So what I want to do now is I want to put some stuff in the bag with the steak. So here's some dehydrated onion flakes. Those are always good. So I'm just going to put a few in there. Okay. And then a little bit of pepper. Okay. And then a little bit of salt. Not too much, because I'm on a salt restricted diet, but just a little. Okay, and then some thyme, which in Spanish is tomillo. So we're gonna put a little thyme in there, just a little thyme. You got the money, honey. I got the time. Well, kind of got a little sloppy with it, but that's all right. Okay, and now the piece de resistance. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of garlic here. I love garlic. You can just kind of mash it with your hand on the countertop, just to loosen the skin. Whoa! Almost got away from me. Okay, this time I'm going to take a knife, and it'll just peel right off, just like that. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. A little pesky, a little stubborn here. Cut the stem end off, like that. That's what I'm going to do here. Cut that stem end off as well. Okay, and this just kind of peels off because we crushed that one with our hands pretty well enough. I saw some guy do this. On one of those cooking shows, I saw him just do it with his hands. It seems to work okay. I mean, this morning, I don't know, I made some sauce, and I used the blade of my knife, And this time, I'm going to use this here. This is a garlic press, and I love the way it presses garlic into these nice little tiny pieces like that. And then I just kind of scrape them off with a knife, and it crushes the garlic so the juices come out. And then here, we're going to put that in there. We'll put another one in. Here we go. It's going to be garlicky. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough right there. There. I'm going to take this out like that, and we'll just kind of cut some little lines across here. Yeah, here we go. Now I'll just clean that off with the bag like that. That'll look fine. Yep. Here we go. A little more with a knife. Like that. You can see that. And then I'll put a little more garlic in there. So that's going to be just fine. I'm going to take this bag now. I'm going to seal it. And that steak around in here like that. So everything that gets caught on the steak, coated on the steak, and then I'm going to stir the steak out again like it was spread out before. Okay, now water's starting to get warm. So what you do now with this bag here, before the water gets too warm, is I'm going to cut that down now. Okay, it's starting to get a little too warm, but what you'll do is you push it down, and then all the air will come out of the bag, right? Just squeeze all the air out of the bag. There we go. There you go. It all comes out. And just kind of seal it right there. So now it's just kind of floating there in the water. So I'm gonna bring the camera over and show you what that looks like. Okay. So there's the bag's just kind of floating in the water like that. Now the heat's down low, but it's not going to be low enough right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the temperature of the water with this. Does that go up? One up here. So now we already hit like we've already hit like 140, and it's going up a little more. So what we want to do now, I want to turn this heat down as low as it'll go, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take this pot right here and remove that pot off of the heat, just so only just a little bit of burner is touching a little bit of pot. I know that sounds funny, doesn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I did there, because I don't have my head cam. But anyway, you can kind of see where I moved it off on the burner. The other burner is kind of supporting it a little bit, and that heats it down way, way, way low. So there you go. Here we go. Yeah, so that's going to be there. Now they say you should cook that for, you should cook it for 45 minutes. And I don't think it's going to take that long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 30 minutes on this timer here. Okay. And that should be fine as long as I keep the temperature. Because I took the steak out of the refrigerator a little bit before we started. As long as I keep the temperature reasonable. Now let's go back and check the temperature again, because I turned it all down and everything. So it's still too hot. So one of the things you can do, if you get your water too hot, just get some ice and put some ice in there. And it'll cool that water down right away. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm going to show you. I'm drinking a 2013 Ponte Ferrer Cabernet Sauvignon from the Central Valley in Chile. We get most of the wines we get here from Chile and Argentina. Chile, I should say Chile and Argentina. But we do get some California wines here. We actually get some Kendall Jackson, get a nice Kendall Jackson Pinot Noir every once in a while here. But this is good wine. It's not too bad. It's only about $10 a bottle. And I bought this on sale for 40% off, so you got to figure that I got this for about $6 a bottle, which is hard to beat. They have really good wine sales here. So cheers, and we'll try it. It's actually pretty good. It's actually got a little taste of pepper, and maybe even a little oak. Maybe it was aged in oak. I'm not sure. A little kind of a nice pepper and cream finish. When I say pepper, I mean green pepper. It's kind of just it's a subtle taste that you taste when you taste a good cab. Turn the camera a little. Now this is not a great cab, but this is really good for $6. Cheers again. Okay, now while that's going on, I'm going to take this plate and I'm going to microwave this potato. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, they tell you you gotta puncture the skin, because if you don't, the potato will explode in the microwave. So we don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna okay, I'm going to put this in the microwave for, I'm going to try like about 8 minutes to begin with. Okay, there we go. So that's going. Okay, so we're back and we have maybe 5 minutes left before I want to check the steak. We have exceeded some temperatures, but you can kind of maybe get an idea of the color of it. It'll be good. I'll take it out when we get ready. Now, what I want to do, I've got the salad made, so we showed you the salad. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to make some garlic bread. Okay. So we're going to do this in an interesting way. I'm just going to take a piece like that. Maybe, okay, I'll take a piece like that. All right, that'll be good. And I've got some butter here. Some butter right there. Got some garlic still. I've got my bread knife. So I'm going to cut this down in the center like that. Okay, so I have that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some different kinds of butter and margarine and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, here. A spoon somewhere? I had a spoon.